Hello, and welcome to the Wine Educate podcast. I'm your host, Joanne Close, and this is episode 49. I'm answering some of your questions in my Thursday episode, and what's funny, I get asked this question a lot. How do I order wine in a restaurant? Because as soon as you take a wine class, and when your friends find out, well, you're forever going to be the one in the restaurant who's ordering the wine. They're going to say, oh, Jane took a wine class. Let's give her the menu every single time without fail. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to navigate this and to take some of the mystery out of this whole process. First, I want you to think about your group size. If you have a group of 3 or more people, it really is going to be better to get bottles, not glasses. And this is for many reasons. First of all, the price. You'll definitely get more value and spend less ordering a bottle of wine than you will ordering it by the glass. The markup on glasses of wine is pretty significant. So a restaurant will try to make their money back on the bottle and even a little profit with just one glass. And then every glass after that is profit. So get the bottle. Also, you're going to get a lot more options with the list. There's only going to be a couple things available by the glass. And a restaurant is going to put things on the glass list that it knows it can readily get, right? So it won't run out of. So they may not be the most interesting things to try. Explore the bottle list. With that being said, my number one piece of advice of how to order wine in a restaurant is talk to the somm. Talk to the person who bought all the wines, who made the decisions as to what to put on the list. This list is their baby, and they're proud of it. And they are the best person. They're a wonderful resource. And they're going to get excited, and they're going to recommend something to you that you wouldn't normally have picked out yourself. So you'll learn something new and discover a new wine. Always ask if the somm is there. Ask who put the wine list together. Could I speak to them? And if they're there, wonderful. They're a great source of information, and you can ask them all sorts of questions. Now, maybe they're not there, or maybe this restaurant does not have a wine director, and you may be on your own to navigate the wine list and figure out what you're going to do. If that is the case, and you're with a group, the first thing you're going to do is order a bottle of something bubbly so people can get a glass of wine in their hands. Because what you don't want is to have a bunch of people staring at you as you're trying to navigate a wine list, and they're thinking, I am thirsty. I really want a glass of wine. So you just go to the sparkling section, and I would say order a bottle of Cava. It is never going to be too expensive. It is made in the traditional method. It's going to be good. Everyone's going to be happy, and it's going to get a glass of bubbles in everyone's hand so they can settle in, relax, and give you a chance to take a look at the list. What I want you to do with the list is not focus on some regions that are really well known, like Bordeaux or Burgundy or Napa, because there's going to be some really pricey wines in that category. And unless you're with a bunch of Berghounds and they definitely want to try something really fancy, check out other areas of the list. I'll tell you a story. We like to go to Burns Steakhouse in Tampa. It's a magical place. Food is great, but the wine list is phenomenal. The owner has just been collecting for many years and has got literally warehouses full of treasure. And the list is dense. And they certainly have a lot of amazing wines from Burgundy and Bordeaux and the Northern Rhône, a lot of those prize bottles. But they have a lot of other things. And if you like Riesling, their German Riesling selection is outstanding. I'm going to go with a group. We got to set it up. But I think we might just drink Riesling. And you go with a group of 8. That's a gorgeous number to try lots of fun bottles with. So hunt and peck in the areas that are not on the beaten path. And what do I mean by that? Maybe the southern Rhône, the Rhône Valley, Loire Valley, so much value to be had and so many different styles to be found in the Loire. Italy, but maybe put the Barolos aside and have a look and see what's happening in central and southern Italy on the list. And of course, Beaujolais. We love Beaujolais, and Beaujolais Cru is never going to break the bank and is just going to be gorgeous. And I would say a real crowd pleaser for the table because it can go with many different types of food. So that is another consideration you're going to have to keep in mind is, well, what is everyone going to be eating? What style should we get? But in general, I would start with some bubbles, maybe work your way to some white, lighter style reds, and then read the room. If you think they want a heavier red, you could do that. Also, keep in mind that some people at your table are not going to be drinking. So be courteous and keep that into your considerations when you are choosing wine. I would also say, if you're going with a large group like we do to go to Burns, talk to the restaurant ahead of time. If you got the number of the somm, send them an email and say, hey, I'm coming with this group. What do you suggest? The somm that we email, we tell him a theme. Would like to do 2 or 3 flights of Riesling. Well, he'll go in the warehouse and rummage around and find some real treasures. If you're a somm and if you love wine, you're going to love a client that asks you to curate a flight for the dinner. It's super fun. Also, if you are organizing a dinner for clients and you're in charge, it's good to get the lay of the land and know what the list is. And again, just put a phone call into the restaurant. Say, hey, I'm coming with a group of 12 people. Do you have a reasonably priced sparkling that you could get 2 bottles of it nicely chilled for me? So when I arrive, everyone has some bubbles. A little bit of planning ahead of time can go a long way. Okay, I know not all restaurants have somms, and I know not all restaurants have really good wine lists. That's just reality. If you find yourself in that hotel restaurant and you're traveling and you're like, oh, okay, what am I going to do? The wine list. And maybe you're by yourself too. You know what? Go for the glass of dry rosé from Provence or the bottle. I found through my travels that when I got a wine list that's not so great, you can always find that bottle of dry Provence rosé. It'll get you through. You'll be all right. Those are some tips for you on how to navigate a restaurant list. And we'll also say, give yourself some more credit and explore. Don't be afraid to try something new and just go for it. I hope you have a marvelous weekend and I'll see you next time.